A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant escalation of tensions between local and federal authorities, Washington, D.C. has filed a lawsuit against former President Donald Trump over his controversial attempt to assert control over the city's police force. The lawsuit, spearheaded by Attorney General Brian Schwalb, seeks to block Trump's appointment of Terry Cole as Emergency Police Commissioner, a move Schwalb argues is illegal and poses a serious risk to public safety. This legal battle comes amid a backdrop of heightened political strife and concerns over the autonomy of local governance in the nation's capital. The crux of the lawsuit revolves around Trump's assertion of presidential powers to manage the Metropolitan Police Department during what he has deemed a crime emergency. However, critics, including Schwalb, point to recent data showing a significant decline in crime rates, questioning the legitimacy of the federal intervention. The administration's unlawful actions are an affront to the dignity and autonomy of the 700,000 Americans who call D.C. home, Schwalb stated in a press release. "We are fighting to stop it." The conflict intensified following an order from the Justice Department that aimed to strip the local police chief of her authority, effectively placing the agency under federal control. This directive named Cole as the emergency commissioner, granting him unprecedented powers over the city's police operations. Mayor Muriel Bowser and Schwalb promptly rejected this order, leading to a standoff between local officials and the federal government. As the legal proceedings unfold, a hearing is scheduled for 2 p.m. today, where the court will consider the implications of Trump's actions and whether they overstep the authority granted by Congress. The outcome could set a significant precedent regarding the balance of power between federal and local governments, particularly in matters of law enforcement. The Trump administration, however, maintains that the federal takeover is necessary due to what they describe as a crime emergency. Abigail Jackson, a White House spokesperson, defended the administration's actions, asserting that the Trump administration has the lawful authority to assert control over the D.C. police, which is necessary due to the emergency that has arisen in our nation's capital as a result of failed leadership. This assertion has been met with skepticism from local leaders, who argue that such a move undermines the democratic principles of self-governance. The lawsuit also highlights broader concerns about the federal government's role in local policing and the potential for overreach in emergency situations. The implications of this lawsuit extend beyond Washington, D.C., as it raises critical questions about the future of local law enforcement autonomy across the United States. As cities grapple with rising tensions and calls for police reform, the balance of power between state and federal authorities remains a contentious issue. In the meantime, the city has mobilized its resources, with over 1,750 personnel, including members of the National Guard, participating in a coordinated operation aimed at maintaining order amid the upheaval. This operation resulted in 33 arrests, with nearly half of those arrested being individuals in the country illegally, further complicating the narrative surrounding the crime emergency. As this legal battle unfolds, the eyes of the nation will be on Washington, D.C., watching closely to see how the courts will navigate the complex interplay of federal authority and local governance. The outcome will not only impact the residents of D.C., but could also set a precedent for how similar situations are handled across the country in the future. The stakes are high, and the ramifications of this lawsuit could reverberate throughout the political landscape for years to come. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.